Well, major football news are echoes to Alejandro Balde, FC Barcelona for no. It seems that Barcelona are fed up. The development of Alejandro Balde encore as planned. FC Barcelona for no. Already know they are thinking of freeing up the spaces, so there are some players from Tomo, nobody new players. Alejandro Balde, there was a conversation who Mendes was in FC Barcelona and then only there could AD and Como any other members of FC Barcelona, including Juan Laporta, concerning the transfer of Marc Casado and Alejandro Balde, Baba Baby and Hong Kong. Now, that's Manchester City. Tottenham are working very hard to sign the duo of Manchester City. That's Omar Mamouche and also Abrantia, your friend said. That's Savinho. Yeah, interesting stories. And of course, Tottenham Hotspur area for say team the FC Barcelona, the striking rule. It seems that FC Barcelona there's an option right now on the table. FC Barcelona for Adrian right now. Hi, Mr. Marfo Sports. Making sure so like it or subscribing out there to post notifications so when drop a content, you'll be the first person to view. That's really important. Now, you need to come on for Alejandro Balde. It seems to say the conversation surrounding Alejandro Balde, me personally, I don't like it. Then I'm a ninja because one, this is a player or a very young at age 20. On a normal, at age 20 at FC Barcelona, the pressure was Alejandro Balde in and wasn't limited. I didn't know the pressure near limited. I wasn't kind of minutes near manageable. I wasn't a senior figure do what me already. Na senior figure no, and I take him mantle no. So maybe integrate Alejandro Balde into the setup bit by bit. Na system that in your funnel. But do you know the problem that happened with Alejandro Balde? The problem that happened with Alejandro Balde this year. He came in as a prospect at the age of 18 from La Masia. Obabedu yena no penny performances are mine. FC Barcelona phone decided to make it before Emma visited FC Barcelona for at some point. No person come to Alejandro Balde. Go in for Nicolas Tagliafico from Das Ayas at that time now. And a Javi cast or Alejandro Balde could preseason about. Or the Balde could preseason by and Obeka said nah he's going to keep Balde. So Tagliafico deal no off. Now Balde was supposed to be a substitute to Jordi Alba. But not Jordi Alba also on another form. And I'm about to take the mantle from there, being a starter for FC Barcelona. Balde appeared for me at some point that season, appeared for me very well against Real Madrid Supercopa. How we taking on Dani Carvajal in Chelsea, everyone thought say Balde was supposed to take the mantle of FC Barcelona's left back position for the next 5 to 6 years or even 10 years. But unfortunately, and to me, right now, Alejandro Balde form number for development now. Just because say, Jordi Alba at that point, and Che team now mentor Balde. So Balde, ebe lacking your baby, obey to take your own player at the nako. But it could do time behind the final decision making, not be a problem. In the final decision making becomes a problem. And I always say that for a player to become good, it's not about your skills to being a dribbler. But it's about your decision making. That's why at some point, let me make us Jeremy Doku. I don't see him very well. Beginning about Manchester City. At some point, Bradley Barcola, I was having problems with Bradley Barcola because of decision making in the final third. That's Alejandro Balde, the decision in the final third may be a problem. FC Barcelona found being him say, "It do final third anymore." Alejandro Balde doesn't know when to dribble and when to cross, and even when crossing, the crossing is imperfect. And I say, get closer to perfect cross. It's a lot. And I cost back. You see, Manchester United for interested in Alejandro Balde. And what does that imply? Manchester United, after signing Patrick Dogu, why are they interested in Alejandro Balde? Why would Manchester United need Alejandro Balde if they have Patrick Dogu? I think there's a similar problem Manchester United will encounter because they don't have a proper left back. Look so modern ball form kakra because of Dogu and so modern ball form kakra. So it means that they will need a left back. And do you think Alejandro Balde can contain the pressure at Manchester United? Because the pressure at Manchester United is twice what is in FC Barcelona. If you don't perform very well, they are legends of more CBS, any dance, Sky Sports are Omubeke Command if you don't perform very well. So as it stands, Manchester United interested in Alejandro Balde. Interest no, there's concrete interest concerning Alejandro Balde. Who Mendes ever that spinning there ever try say negotiation concerning Marc Casado and Alejandro Balde beat me so then he will know what to do. To Marc Casado no, you see he allowed for the air panel and that's Alejandro Balde no, Manchester United fully interested. Now you need come on for Roberto De Zerbi. It seems the same way. De Zerbi has been someone that when they appear on the market. Tottenham Hotspur no, you begin come on at some point. Tottenham became a toxic environment for many coaches. So Jose Bayo complaining about it. There was even Antonio Conte complaining about it. So Tottenham environment is too toxic. Ange Postecoglou are complaining about that. So finally, it seems that Tottenham Hotspur shall say reassess your mom say they have to build a solid project led by Roberto De Zerbi. And look at the recruitment of Roberto De Zerbi. If you're having a player in the shape of Umar Mamouche, he gives you dynamism in terms of attack. In case there's no Richarlison, there's Umar Mamouche. Mamouche can start. There is a branch and your friend say Dominic Solanke. I will line up already. Mamouche can play on the wings too. As no matter as a second striker, we to make Umar Mamouche. It make a lot of sense if you get to Umar Mamouche. Savinho so the depth ever bro. Because Tottenham in the Premier League next season, no, they want to compete and stay in the top 4. To be able to stay in the top 4, you need a squad depth. Last season, one major thing they had Tottenham was in as maximum performance well from they say they were being hit by series of injuries. So Mohamed Kudus and all James Madison on a lot of big players, Kuti Romero Munda Kupra, and what Tottenham Hotspur as a football club. And what Tottenham Hotspur as a football club. And you know, Tottenham for Felicia at this point, you know, they should do major recruitment and get proper squad depth to be more space, you know. Now at the end of the day, no, Roberto De Zerbi etimaye ejuma no. Because next season, although they won't compete in Europe, but FA Cup, but Carabao, Premier League, 3 competitions. To also win squad depth, and at some point in the Premier League, you should get squad depth. Injury Hitewa, the one who is coming in will be closer to the other person, no. That's why Tottenham, maybe here, that's a strong squad and also a good squad depth, you know. So getting that Savinho, you know, a good squad depth. Having Mohamed Kudus, Kulisek Simo Honum, that shows how Tottenham is very serious this summer in performing next season. And I think other English clubs, you know, Moody Money share Tottenham very well because they might cause problems next season. Now, Yenin Komo Enfa FC Barcelona striking position now, then we conclude on that. FC Barcelona striking position now. Already I came to report that Lautaro Martinez was an option on board. FC Barcelona were thinking of signing Lautaro Martinez. Barcelona, I said from Monday, the agent of Victor Gyökeres have been in Barcelona since Monday. They want to finalize on a deal concerning Victor Gyökeres. Because at some point, Gyökeres no bad Premier League went to finding the fit very well. And even this season, no, per the glimpse of Mikel Arteta a show in that is their community shield, you know, everything processing from next season, maybe he might choose to use Kai Havertz. The Gyökeres agents no I shall say baby the nation. FC Barcelona so no Hansi Flick they could income say they will buy a striker in the final days of the transfer window. Those are complicated. Julian did everything Chelsea FC Barcelona a very difficult deal for them. So right now no, they are going for an option and the option on table is Victor Gyökeres. Into FC Barcelona how will Victor Gyökeres ever born? Gyökeres and yet that Alvarez my profile is more of that traditional number 9 fox in the box for now. But one thing that Gyökeres bit me offer is about attracting more defenders around him in central zones to create spaces for either Anthony Gordon, Karim Adeyemi, Lamine Yamal, and also Rafinha. That's similar to Lewandowski. So, me Makacha will say, Hansi Flick system no by him he use a traditional number 9. But this year, the only thing I'm not person sense 100% can fluid attack. But since the Onya that Julian Alvarez, no, they are thinking of getting Victor Gyökeres. Gyökeres will be an easy option, and also with me offer a a similar number Lewandowski bema, or those who measure 30 goals there. But with mama similar number Lewandowski bema in the Spanish La Liga, 22 goals no open. If he's being fed very well. The FC Barcelona is now interested in Victor Gyökeres. But me doubt they say will Arsenal accept less than 60 million for Victor Gyökeres. He said no, you know when dealing with Premier League clubs, plus Okoton is 60 million from Sporting CP. So everything proves that Arsenal for they're not going to sell Victor Gyökeres for less than 60 million. It's either 60 or you pay more. And is FC Barcelona ready to splash money? Because FC Barcelona for Medinka say and Kebeya and Kashano man to striker. Because next season, maybe Erling Haaland or Julian Alvarez might be available, considering the circumstances surrounding these two players. But well, say Gyökeres be baba be for what Barcelona will need, and why not? We will support. But to me, I just feel say FC Barcelona no, if they don't get Dance, Julian Alvarez, they shouldn't go for any striker. The first line will be. To me, it will be. So make sure to be like and subscribe now there to post notification about